Yeah, I know, it's been a while.
Yeah. Yay. I guess. Was I in the last one? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Probably. I can't
That was
remember.
like
It's
a while
been a
ago.
good while. It's been a good while. But yeah, we're back to servant reviews. Me, Ashley, and Gonzak are here, and we're finally in the Cavalry class. So now we're going to get started today with the Rider class.
Yeah. I just have one question.
Yeah.
Are there still saber faces in this class?
In this batch, no.
Yay! Now, yay!
Don't worry, there's plenty of other ways riders can piss you off.
Yeah.
Uh,
But so far in this batch, no, there aren't any fucking Arthur faces, okay?
Thank God.
Alright.
No, there is. There is.
In this batch?
There's Summer Altar.
No, I'm talking about the batch we're doing right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about the whole class in general.
No. Okay, like, spoiler alert,
Good.
the only class that doesn't have an Arturia in it so far is, I mean, Arturia specifically is Avenger and Alter Ego, but that's about it.
Oh God, it's gonna be a while then.
But yeah, so yeah, riders are kind of interesting. Now, rider class is stupid because it doesn't specifically mean like if you rode a horse, you're in the rider class. That's not what it means. Rider class usually means like people who, honestly, it's mainly royals, people who have like led their country and people to during great points in history. So that's why a lot of riders are like freaking just straight up kings and stuff. I guess you could say that the riders are more like a summoner, because a lot of their noble phantasms are like summoning shit, which is kind of funny.
But you summon stuff to ride on.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so, with that said, let's take a look at the first rider, who was honestly the first rider for me and what got me into the Fate series. Here we go.
優しく蹴散らしてお願いしますベルレフォン
Yep, Medusa.
So I don't know about lore and shit. What does Medusa have to do with a unicorn? Well, Pegasus unicorn, whatever.
Oh, well, whatever hero went to go chop off Medusa's head, the Pegasus actually came out of her body from her stump.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's actually the lore behind how Olympian heroes got the Pegasus.
Okay.
I don't know.
I guess.
I don't know why. That's just what happened.
But she's just taking her innards out when she summons the Pegasus?
No, she just stabs herself, and her blood summons.
Why? That's so weird.
Because that's just how fate works. All right, where's the
Logic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the answer.
Exactly. Logic.
Gotcha.
Alright, where are you? There it is. Okay, I was looking for the list here. Okay, so Medusa is a 3-star rider. She has a total attack of 7,200 and a total HP of 8,937. Let's see. She has a pretty average MP gain, pretty strong star weight. Riders have the heaviest star weight out of any class in the game. And she has a pretty much quick balance deck. Quick, arts, buster deck with a quick noble phantasm. 2 hits on quick, 3 hits on arts, 1 hit on buster, and 3 hits on her extra attack. When it comes to skills, she has Mystic Eyes A+, which has a chance to stun an enemy for 1 turn, which is up to 100% at level 10. Monstrous Strength B is her next skill, increases her attack for 2 turns, and she gains a skill with a rank up quest. Blood for Andromeda B increases her MP gauge up to 20, and also increases her MP gain rate. She has Magic Resistance B, Independent Action C, Divinity E, and Writing A as passives. And her noble phantasm is Bellerophon, Bridal of Chivalry. Deals heavy damage to all enemies and increases critical star drop rate to all allies. It also has a rank up which increases the it decreases the critical rate of the enemies. And her bondcraft is Shiftless Isle, which when equipped to her increases the MP gain of all allies by 50% while she's on the field. So yeah, Medusa is, even though she's pretty much a easy free-to-play unit, she's actually not that bad.
I don't know. I have somebody on my friends list with a level 100, 10, 10, 10 Medusa. I could never make her useful.
Well, I mean, like, she's a good alternative for if you really, really don't have any other art. Like, if you really don't have a good rider, like an AoE rider. Like, I think she's a great free-to-play choice. And, honestly, like, although she's not really built for, say, like, bosses and shit, she's actually a decent farmer, so I don't think she's that bad in that department. Plus, she's, like, a part of the OG cast. She's literally the rider for Fate Stay Night.
Well, who doesn't know Medusa?
Yeah.
I mean, even I haven't, like, I only watched First Phase, so it's one of the few I actually know, I guess.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because if you see, I think it's, what was the series called? I think it's called, like, Mealtime with the Enemy, a Family. There's this funny scene where Medusa's, like, driving a car because they don't want to be late for dinner. So she's literally driving off cliffs to make sure she gets home on time. Medusa's just one of those quirky characters. Also, she has a complex about her height.
Okay, I have a question. Like, was Medusa the one that you see her eyes and you turn to stone? Was it it?
Yeah.
That was her.
Does she still have that skill or not?
That's technically her first skill, the Mystic Eyes. But for FGO, they decided to just make it into a skill instead of a straight up null phantasm. Because, like, technically, her Mystic Eyes are really high rank to the point where she's just, that's literally just what they do. They just turn whoever she looks at to stone. Usually, like, she would have a blindfold on or, like, some special glasses that prevent her eyes from doing that. But, you know, if it's FGO, so the rules don't apply as much in this.
So basically, she's nerfed in the original thing because she has the blindfold, or what?
Yeah, she is.
I mean, granted, she could have took it off.
But it uses up so much magic energy that she would have been, like, useless afterwards.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's a reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can accept that.
Yeah. Alright, and yeah. So, let's see. What do we rate the OG rider herself?
I mean, like, her design is okay, and I'm gonna go middle ground, just say a 3. Like, I'm not a big fan of the design, but it's not bad either. It's pretty okay, you know?
Okay. Alright, I like Medusa. I think she's great. Also, she's pretty decent for farming. But, like, after year 1, she's kind of fell pretty hard after power creeping so many new servants. But I still think she's pretty decent for what she does, so I'll give her a 3.
I'll give her 2 because she's neat, but like I said earlier, I've never made her work in anything. There's just always better options everywhere.
Oh man, poor Medusa. Like, she had a Lancer version that we saw a long time ago, and that one isn't that good either. Oh, jeez. Alright, well. This guy is probably familiar for anyone who plays FGO, because if you're doing solo quests, well, yeah, he's going to be the main one you're going to see. Here we go. So, yeah, there's Saint Georgios.
Can we point out how he had a horse in his Noble Phantasm, but before the animation update, he had no horse?
Yeah, this guy was a rider, but they gave him saber animations. Because I don't fucking know.
So, like, what is he? Is he like a knight from the Round Table or something?
No, this guy is some sort of saint somewhere. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Crusades! I guess. I don't know.
Probably a part of the
Maybe.
Crusades. Yeah, he was a saint though. So yeah, this is Saint George. He's the 2-star rider with a attack of 5,236 and an HP of 9,200. He has the basic. He has pretty much the basic rider deck: quick, arts, buster, with an arch noble phantasm. He actually has a slight above average MP gain and a very heavy star weight. His deck cards, okay, his hits are 2 hits on his quick card, 2 hits on his arts, 1 hit on his buster, 3 hits on his extra attack. With his skills, he starts off with Guardian Knight A+, which applies focus on himself for 3 turns and increases his defense. Martyr Soul B increases his mental debuff resistance and restores HP, and Battle Continuation A, which applies Guts. He has Magic Resistance A and Writing B as passives. And his Noble Phantasm is Ascalon, Blazed Sword of Force Subversion. It applies the Dragon trait to a single enemy for 3 turns, deals significant damage to a single enemy, and greatly increases his own HP for 1 turn. And for his Bondcraft, he has What Can Be Left Behind, which when equipped to him, when defeated in battle, it will apply invincibility 1 time and damage cut for damage cut 1,000 for 3 turns to all of his allies. So yeah, Georgius is pretty much supposed to be a tank for your team.
You're not using him. Okay, you're somewhat using him for a tank, but not in the typical way.
Yeah, if you ever see any solo videos with Servants, Georgios is literally the one that you're using to solo, since his first skill is all you need.
No one levels this guy up. You gotta make him that easy to kill.
Yeah.
Just put on the taunt, get him killed, provide buffs for the solo servant, and his job is done.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because as a tank, he's not the worst. Like, there are better alternatives, but Georgios is pretty decent. What's actually really funny is he actually pairs really well with the Saber Sigurd. No, not Sigurd. Siegfried. Because Siegfried does additional damage to any dragon type enemy. So
They both deal additional damage to dragon type enemies.
No. Georgios doesn't. What he does is he just applies the
No,
dragon trait.
Sigurd and Siegfried.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but like before Sigurd came out, like Siegfried, it was always Siegfried because like they were just whenever people wanted to just do a combo with those two, like you would always use this combination. It was just a stupidly funny combination. How like, here you're a dragon now, and then Siegfried's like dragon, burr. But yeah, and his Bondcraft is actually pretty funny because if you equip it to him on first turn, you get a free invincibility for your unit. But yeah, besides that, I really don't have much to say about this guy. Like, his new animations make him look cool, but I will be amazed if I ever see somebody like even grail him, let alone max level him at some point.
I never even knew what his second and third skills were because nobody ever levels the guy.
What about you, Gonzag? How do you feel about him?
I hate him so much.
Why do you hate him?
Okay, so it pisses me off how he has like the hand guard is okay because that's a thing, but the fucking dragon shoulder pad, which is not gonna protect for shit, it's just for aesthetic reasons. It's so fucking inconvenient, and it's not like, and then so he doesn't have it in the other side. That pisses me off, you know.
Yeah.
And also, it's not like, oh, one half is this and the other half is this, because his arm is still the same on the other side. So it's screwing me over. No, I hate it. No.
Oh, come on, Gonzag. Have you ever seen Seto Kaiba's armor from
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh's Duelist of the Rose?
It's fucking stupid.
Blue eyes, white armor. Oh, man.
Okay, but I mean, he isn't getting into fights. Giorgio's here is getting into fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, he finally has his horse, so hey.
Ooh.
But he has a dragon armor. Shouldn't he be riding a dragon? I don't know.
Okay. No.
No.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now, a 1.
You know, it's so weird.
Yeah.
If you're doing solo runs, he's probably the best unit you can ever bring just to make sure you get that solo run. But every other time, he's okay. He's borderline not really that great too. So, sorry, I gotta give Georgios a 1. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, when it comes to like solo videos, he's like amazing.
Yeah.
Easy like 4, but he's not. But he's not always supposed to be used for solos, so I'll give him a 2.
Everyone uses him for the wrong reason. Oh my god.
He's I can solo guy, you know? That's it.
I mean, is it really the wrong reason? If you're able to get solo.
Kind of, yes.
I guess.
Alright. So, alright, yeah, no other way to say it. We're gonna be looking at it. Wait, I can't say that word on anywhere on social media because everyone will be pissed off about it.
What?
A sellout. It starts with an S. That's the reason why.
I'm really confused.
Is it shitlord?
Yes, he's a shitlord, and he's a degenerate.
Okay.
Oh,
Here we go.
now I know where this is going.
行くでござる行くでござるクイーンアンズリベンジ一方的ですぞ
So yeah, here's Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard.
So, Goro Majima, but a pirate, I guess.
No, you know the most favorite pirate to ever exist, Blackbeard.
Yeah.
But why?
Because he's a fucking degenerate. Anyway.
I mean, I guess that makes sense considering what pirates did back then. I guess.
But yeah, Blackbeard, he's a 2-star rider. He has a max attack of 6,188 and a max HP of 7,907. He has an average MP gain rate and extremely high star weight. When it comes to his deck, he has the Quick Arts Buster deck with 2 hits on his Quick card, 3 hits on his Arts, 1 hit on his Buster, and 3 hits on his extra attack. When it comes to his skills, he has Voyager of the Storm A, which increases the party's MP strength and attack for 1 turn, up to 16% at max level. Pirate's Glory B increases his own attack for 3 turns, applies Guts for 1 turn, and it comes with the demerit of decreasing his debuff resistance for 3 turns. And he has a rank up skill, Gentlemanly Love C, which restores all allies' HP to 2,000, and if you're a female, you get an additional 2,000 HP restoration. He only has 1 passive, and that's Magic Resistance T. His normal phantasm is Queen Anne's Revenge. Revenge of the Queen Anne. Yeah. Deals heavy damage to all enemies, chance to decrease the charge of all enemies by 1, and he gains 5 crit stars. It actually gets a rank up where everything is just upgraded. He does more damage, and he actually gets 10 crit stars instead of 5. And his Bondcraft is Glory of the Past Days, which when equipped increases Buster card effectiveness of all allies by 15% while he's on the field.
You know, he looks sort of like a generic bandit, number 3, something like that. I don't know. I'm not digging the design too much. Maybe it's the nose. I don't know.
Well, just picture the personality of a man living in his mother's basement with the biggest neck beard, wears a fedora, complete degenerate, uses 4chan. This is him.
Yeah. Honestly, everything that you would think of when you think of degenerate, Blackbeard is the embodiment of. Like, he's a dirty otaku. He loves to collect a lot of dojins. He loves to hit on all the girls, and he constantly
He's like an
gets
old
failed.
man pervert.
Yeah.
A perverted old man.
The best thing is, like, for like a good year and a half, like his main role in events was just to die.
Wait, so he was the what was the other guy called? Too late, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, he's pretty much the Cuckoo Lane of FGO because like in almost every event he just dies that he's a part of.
Okay, so he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting to like him a bit better now. I
Which
guess.
is the funny thing about it. The thing about Blackbeard is like, yeah, he's kind of dirty, but what's funny is like this guy's a real bro. Like during summer 3, I believe, during the last summer event,
Yeah, summer 3.
he actually went so far as to give you his hotel suite, just so that you could get your manga finished. And it's actually hotel suite, and he just goes around sleeping in like alleyways and shit because of it. Oh my god.
He's a cool dude. He's just a really, really big degenerate.
Yeah. But other than his character, honestly, Blackbeard is, he's actually a pretty decent servant when it comes to farming. That Voyager of Storms A really does help out. But, like, not gonna lie, there's probably better AoE Buster writers you can be using.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think Medusa is technically better than Blackbeard just because she could get her Noble Phantasm up a lot quicker than he can. But other than that, Blackbeard's pretty decent. I mean, if you put him in an all-females team, he could do a good job healing all the females because of his third skill. So there's that.
I guess.
It's kind of.
It's really hard to get past his degeneracy.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't
does it
matter
get
how good
old?
you can be if you're a total bitch.
Yeah.
Like, does it get old quick or not?
No, it doesn't really get old. It's just it's one of those a time and place for everything where like his degeneracy really doesn't help during the current situation.
Yeah. Okay.
But he just can't stop being a filthy degenerate.
He really can't. All right, well let's get to rating this guy.
I'm gonna say a 2 again because I don't like the design. I think it's pretty generic, but apparently he's a bit funny and sometimes, and he's a bro, so it's not a 1. That's why.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 3 myself, cause like I don't hate Blackbeard's character, but like I'm just time and place, and as a unit, he's just a little above decent. Not the best, but not the worst.
I'll give him a 2, because yeah, he's a cool dude, but he's not a great servant. He's fucking nasty old man. And I like pirates, and this is highly disappointing for me. This is like not even a pirate.
Okay. Alright, well, time to look at one of Caldea's big sisters, and also one of the managers of the lunchroom. Okay, can I just say this real quick? I fucking hate that her animation update came out the day I fucking finished this. That's not even a joke. Her animation update came out literally the day after I fucking, like, finished setting all this up. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Anyway. So yeah, this is Bodaka. She is the... What star are you? 3-star. She's a 3-star rider. When it comes to her skills, she has an attack of 6,289 with an HP of 10,130. She has an above average MP gain and very high star worth, with her deck being quick, arts, buster, with her quick heart hitting twice, arts hitting twice, buster hitting once, and extra attack hitting 3 times. She has Vow to the Goddess B, which applies a special attack against Roman enemies for 3 turns, and during a rank up, it becomes Queen of Victory A. Still has the same effect, but it also has the additional effect of increasing her own critical strength. She has Battle Continuation A, and she has Protection of Adrastia A, which increases the art card effectiveness of all allies for 3 turns. She gets Magic Resistance D and Writing A as passives. When it comes to Noble Phantasm, she has Chariot of Bodaka, which increases her defense, which increases the defense of all allies for 3 turns, and also increases their defense again for an additional turn. It also has a rank up quest where it still has all the same effects, but it also increases the attack of all allies for 3 turns. And her passive is the Thirst for Victory, which when in crit, increases the critical star drop rate of all allies by 20%. Oh, and also her second skill also got a rank up, which gains the additional ability of increasing the max HP of a target for 5 turns.
So she's a buffer. Like she's a
yeah,
buffer.
She's legit a defense support unit.
Hmm.
Like honestly, the best way to say it is she's pretty much budget Mash, which is weird to say because Mash is already the best budget servant since she costs nothing.
Literally,
Yeah.
nothing.
So not worth upgrading, I guess.
It's not that she has the worst upgrades, it's just that her kit is really weird. So, like, the best thing about her is her Noble Phantasm, which is pretty much like Lord of Chaldeus, which is just, no, not even Lord of Chaldeus, it's like Lord of Camelot. It increases just defense all around and also increases attack. But the problem is that's her only, that's the only time she can upgrade defenses. Her other skill, which is the Roman up, like, you're not finding that many Roman enemies in the game. They actually had to make a servant that implies the Roman trait, just so that she can get an advantage of this shit. And that's happening this year. And it's like, her battle continuation is neat. The quest upgrade to it, where it increases max HP, is neat too. But I feel like Bodaka, what she really needed was just something like Mash's first skill, which increases defense or something like that. But like, nah, she's just really weird.
There's also her E1 art. Wait, not her first art before you ascend her at all, which
yeah, is
it's so bad.
She's just in her underwear.
Yeah.
Her first ascension is just her in her underwear, and I'm just like, why is that a thing? That's really stupid. I really hate her first ascension so much.
I mean, I don't like the current design that's here. I also don't like it either. I feel like she's choking, you know? Like, she should take the top part off, because she's clearly, like, she's gonna asphyxiate herself with that shit, you know?
No, don't worry, there's plenty of room in the neck. It's just, Bodaka, like, when it comes to character, at least, Bodaka's pretty nice. She's the big sister character. She just wants to take care of everyone. She also manage the kitchen, and that's it. That's all they could think of to do with her.
Blech.
Yeah. I don't hate. I don't hate Bodaka, but holy shit, like, this is a servant that really could have done just anything different.
I don't hate her, but I don't care for her.
Yeah.
So she's too generic, I guess.
Way too generic. Yeah.
Mm.
She really is. Like, maybe if her Bond CE did something neat, like just every turn give damage cut or something, that would have been great. But nah.
Or maybe if her skills did something neater.
Yeah. I don't know. Bodaka, you could have been so much more. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, well, where are you gonna rate him?
1.5. It's not. I don't know. Like you said, she's not that good of a unit, and I don't take the design either. But I don't hate her, so 1.5.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give her a flat 1. The biggest problem about her is that MASH exists. That's the biggest problem.
And she's free, right? I guess.
Yeah, and MASH is just free.
And she costs nothing to put in your squad.
Yeah, it costs
Bodaka costs something.
Yeah. It's like, that's the worst part about it. They made, like, a lesser MASH, and it really didn't help her.
I'll give her a 1. I never care to use her. Never will. Nothing special about her.
Her animation update is okay. I mean, she actually uses her chariot in battle now, but...
I mean, sure she can cook, but so can Emiya.
Yeah, and Cat.
And Cat.
A lot of people can cook. It's just... A lot of people can cook. It's just that she... It's just that she manages the kitchen with the two of them. I don't know. It's weird. Alright. Well, time to see FGO's most popular... How can I say this? No, not most popular rated up. Well, she was a meme for a long time. Yeah, one of FGO's most popular memes. Let's go with that.
これぞ我が伝説の一つ。我が肉体は鳥のごとく水面を舞う。壇の浦、発想飛び。
So remember what I said about Bodaka with animation updates when I was doing this shit?
Yeah, this one like just happened really recently.
So yeah, this is 3-star writer Ushi Wakamaru.
So what was so is this the first one that doesn't have like an animal or a boat or something like that, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know why Ushi's a writer. If anything, she probably should have been either a saber or a assassin.
It's because the boats.
But yeah, it's probably because of the boats. Because yeah, it's weird. Also, her animation update literally happened this year, and that was one of the ones that everyone always asked for. It's really funny. Anyways,
yeah, I mean she's been out since release, and it's been how many years since she got an animation update at all?
4 years now, I believe. No, 5. 5 years.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alright, so yeah, Ushi Wakamaru, the 3-star writer. She has a total attack of 7,076. Total HP of 9,028. Her deck is the Quick Arts Buster deck. She has 2 hits on her Quick card, 2 hits on her Art, 1 hit on her Buster, and 3 hits on her Extra card. She has a slight above average MP gain and an extremely high star weight. When it comes to skills, she has Tengu Strategy A, which increases the MP gain of the entire party for 3 turns, up to 20%. It has a rank up called Tengu Strategy EX, which has the same effect, but it also increases her own quick card effectiveness for 3 turns. She has Charisma C, which increases the attack of all allies for 3 turns, and she gets a rank up skill, Art of Swallow B, which applies evasion for 1 turn and also increases her critical star drop rate. She has Magic Resistance C and Writing A+ as passes. Her Noble Phantasm is Dan no Ura Hosoi Tobi. Dan no Ura 8-boat leap, which deals significant damage to a single enemy and greatly increases critical star drop rate for 3 turns. It has a rank up which just increases its damage output. And lastly, her passive is Usumin Dori, which, when equipped, increases the quick card effectiveness of all allies by 15% while she's on the field. So, Ushi is our first, well, actually, Ushi is a single target rider, and honestly, she's actually still pretty decent, even in today's standards.
Oh, she's not bad.
Yeah. Like, her first skill is actually really good. It really helps out a lot. Especially if you're farming and stuff, because like just being able to increase your MP gain rate, and also it increases her MP gain rate by a good margin, and she already has really high MP gain, so it's not like she's gonna be falling behind there. Charisma is pretty decent, and she has a hard defense with the evasion, so that's nice. And her Noble Phantasm is a pretty strong quick single target one, even though it only hits once.
I like Yushi. She's great, but my only problem is why is every outfit, even the 3rd one, so damn skimpy?
Yeah. Like.
Well, she's a descendant of Raiko.
Still. She got all this extra armor and shit, but she still doesn't cover her vitals.
I don't get it either. Not to mention, Ushiwaka is actually, believe it or not, what's his name? Yoshitsune Monori, I think?
Oh,
Minamoto no Yoshitsune, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
like, probably one of the most famous samurai folklores in all Japan.
But why naked though?
I don't know why she's a girl, but,
Okay, but I mean,
Also-
we also said that about everyone else so far.
yeah.
Also, I have the same problem I had with the Dragon Guard. It just pleases me how different it is one side from the other. Too much. I hate it.
It's okay. Her third ascension actually gives her. I don't know if I could actually say if it gives her proper armor. It's more like she gets more armor, but also less at the same time.
I hate when they do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she has armor, just in all the wrong places.
Yeah. It's pretty weird. But yeah,
Depends
Ushi is.
what.
I'm pretty sure I said this before, but like Ushi is honestly the servant that's also probably been in the most events in all Fate Grand Order.
So I guess it's just Japan giving them love to Kitsune.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm not faulting for them. I love Ushi. She's really funny to look at. It's a pretty great character, but like,
Man, she's half naked.
I'm not saying
yeah.
her design. I mean her as a character. I mean, if you ever
And
seen
don't
her,
forget Benkei,
yeah,
always following Yushi around.
yeah, Benkei's always behind her. But I mean, if you ever seen Ushi drunk, is one of the funniest things you'll see.
I was actually recently playing AU Senki, so I actually get the Benkei thing with Kitsune. That's nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start with the Ushiwaka ratings now.
I still don't like the design too much. I'll give it a 2. Like, I don't know why I'm rating so low, the writers.
Well, this is all the first year writers, so they'll start to pick up after this. He says. But yeah, as for me, I'm actually gonna give Ushi a 3. Because, I still think that she's still pretty decent. Even to this day. Especially with Scotty around, boosting up her quick cards and everything. I think she could do good in most teams. And hell, she was like the single target rider until a certain one came along the way for a while.
Yeah, I'll give her a 4 because I like her. And again, the only thing I hate is the design. And she was able to fight a big snake lady until she lost, but she did pretty well.
Yeah, she did. Babylonia. Alright, so next up is... we got a child, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Oh god.
I'm going home.
いずれ彼方へ至るため今こそここに一歩を刻ま受けファ
Alright, so yeah, here he is the 3-star rider, Alexander.
Why a kid though?
There's a reason for that, and we'll see later on.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, he's the 3-star Alexander the Great. When it comes to stats, he has an attack power of 7,356. HP is 8,640. He has the Quick Arts Buster deck with 2 hits on his Quick, 2 hits on his Arts, 1 hit on his Buster, and 3 on his Extra. He has a slight above average MP gain and a very high star weight. When it comes to skills, he has Charisma C, Fair Youth B, which inflicts Charm on a humanoid enemy, which upgrades to Fair Youth Lightning A, which increases the chance for his charm and also removes all the buffs on the enemy. And he also gains the rank of skill Omen of the Conqueror, which increases the quick card effectiveness of all allies for 3 turns. He has Magic Resistance D, Divinity E, and Writing A plus as passives. And his Noble Phantasm is the Quick Mobile Phantasm Bucephalus, beginning of the Trampling Conquest. Deals heavy damage to all enemies, and he gains 25 crit stars after he does it. It has a rank up, which just increases the effectiveness of the Noble Phantasm. And his bondcraft is Cask of the Wise, which increases the quick card effectiveness of all allies by 15%.
I don't like him.
Okay.
We don't need him. He doesn't need to be in the damn game.
What do you mean we don't need him?
We don't need him.
So, I mean, you know, it's kind of the problem I have with a lot of the girl outfits. Like, it's protecting the chest, and that's fine, but why you're not protecting your fucking stomach? Then I get stabbed there to death, you know? What the fuck?
It's okay.
It's fucking inconvenient?
It's okay. Just rub dirt on it. It'll be fine.
No. Like, I did like the thunder animation and stuff. That was okay.
Yeah, he's actually a character that got an animation update pretty early on, actually. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah, on that side, it's okay. The outfit is okay, except for the stomach area. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, Alexander is a unit. He's actually not a bad unit, all things considered. Like, he's actually a pretty decent quick support unit, surprisingly enough. Like, his charisma helps with attack, his third skill helps with quick card effectiveness, and when it gets to rank up, the second skill is actually pretty great for removing buffs. He can gain crit starts with his Noble Phantasm, and it does decent amount of damage. Honestly, Alexander is actually not a bad unit, all things considered. He's like an offensive support. Not as good as certain other riders later on, but like, starting out and when he finally gets his rank ups, he's actually really decent as a support. Honestly, I don't see why people don't use him as support more often, because like his quick card effectiveness increase is actually just as good as a bunch of other units. But I guess it's because a bunch of those other units are kind of waifus, so yeah, I guess I answered my own question there.
Yeah, people use the waifus, not the
the shodas.
Not the
else.
shodas, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, like, whenever I like to feel silly, I use Alexander sometimes myself. Kind of got me out of a few pinches, funny enough, during some quests. And Dashy doesn't like him, so let's get into
I don't like him. We have something better. That's all we need.
Like, I still have problems with it, but the animation was kind of nice, and I don't entirely hate the outfit. Entirely, so I'll give it a 2.5.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a 3. Mainly because, like I said, it's pretty good, usable, decent support, offensive support. Costume designs in this game just kind of make me want to go dunk my head in bleach sometimes.
I'll give him a 2 because removing buffs is always great, but I don't care about the rest of his kit.
Jeez. So hard. So I guess if Gonzak is ever in a Holy Grail war, this is gonna be the servant for him because he's always getting this servant.
What? Nani? Which? What?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh! Okay, 5 out of 5.
Damn it, when she's getting that animation.
So yeah, 5 out of 5, right?
So yes, this is Marie Antoinette, you know, the Queen of France, the 4-star
Let
rider.
them eat cake.
The big hat user.
So yeah, when it comes to stats, she has an attack of 8,293, and her HP is 12,348. Her deck is the Quick Arts Buster deck, with 2 hits on her Quick card, 1 hit on her Arts card, 1 hit on her Buster, and 3 hits on her extra attack. She has an extremely high Noble Phantasm game and extremely high Star Weight. When it comes to skills, she has Siren Song C, which inflicts charm on the opposite gender for 1 turn, which later on becomes an upgrade to Royalties Timbre B+. Still has the same charm effect, but now it can affect any enemy, and it increases the attack of all allies for 3 turns. Her second skill is Beautiful Princess A, which applies invincibility for 3 times and restores her HP per turn for 5 turns, up to 600, maxed out level. And her final skill is Grace of God B, which increases mental debuff success rate for 3 turns and greatly restores her own HP with 2500 at max. Passive is Magic Resistance C and Writing A+. Her normal phantasm is the quick Noble Phantasm, Guillotine Breaker, Glory to the Crown of Lilies, deals heavy damage to all enemies, restores HP to all allies, and removes all debuffs from all allies, which later on gets a rank up, which increases the effectiveness of the skill of the MP of Noble Phantasm, and also gains the ability to increase the critical strength of all allies for 3 turns. And lastly, her Bondcraft is My Necklace, which, when equipped, increases critical star drop rate of all allies by 20% while she's on the field. She's really heavy support.
Nice.
Like, really heavy support.
I mean, it's good thing she got that charm upgrade, because only working as opposite gender, male or female, those skills just never work.
Yeah.
You're never facing what you need when you're using
It's
them.
too situational, I guess.
It was way too situational until the upgrade, where it just worked on every enemy, and plus it doesn't. It gets a charisma boost, so it increases attack to all allies. So yeah, her first skill got a really, really needed buff.
And her Noble Phantasm is basically a full support servant's skills, all 3 skills, just in the Noble Phantasm itself.
Yeah, her normal Phantasm is pretty crazy. The only thing is that even though she has a really high MP gain, unfortunately, with her hits on a card, it's going to be a little hard for her to get her MP up at a consistent rate. Like, honestly, I think she would just Noble Phantasm about twice if you're not, like, speeding through the fight.
And she has a really, really huge thing for John Day arc.
So, does she appear in the anime or something?
No. Kind of. I mean, she appeared in a flashback, if that counts.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
honestly, to me, Marie's kit really is just support, and she actually does a really good job with it. I think my favorite thing about her is just her stupid, beautiful Princess A skill. Because, like Kukulane's Protection of Arrows, it gives her invincibility for 3 times with no turn limit, so as long as she doesn't get hit consistently, she's always going to have invincibility. And it restores her HP per turn. I'm just like... Can you even kill this woman if you don't have Ignore Invincibility?
Yes.
It's like...
Yes, you can kill her.
Yeah. Because
With the
she
guillotine.
also has a pretty decently high HP. Like, she does her job. She's support, and we can't fault her for that.
That's why her NP is really neat, but it's not going to be doing damage.
Yeah, no. Her MP
Much damage at all.
is not really the best, but you're not really using her MP for damage, let's be honest here. And I say it once, but I'll say it again. How does Gonza keep getting this woman in anything?
I just pick her, then I do the personality test, and then get her again.
Yeah.
And now I discovered that she uses ice skills, and that's pretty badass. You know, I like those type of characters that use ice skills.
Well, how much do you like cake?
I don't know. I actually don't like cake that much, but I do like.
Okay, yeah, what the fuck?
Oh man, but no, I like Marie. She's a pretty okay. They made her. They were one of the weird things was they were trying to make her kind of an idol character at the start, but they kind of just gave up on that. So she's not really doing that kind of thing. I don't know. It's weird what they're doing with Marie. She's more like just trying to be the gal pal to every other royal, female royal in the game.
She's just a bro, I guess.
Kinda, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like how Chloe back in Archers has a kissing freak skill. Marie should have that.
That'd be funny, yeah. Alright, well, let's get ranking the Queen of France.
So I only have one sort of complaint, that they didn't reference her boat hair, you know, like maybe in her special attack instead of the frozen unicorn, her hair just grew a lot and it was a boat, you know, because she's a rider and shit. Yes, yeah, I wish that was a thing, but other than that, 5 out of 5. I like this thing.
5 out of 5. Check it out. Gonzaga is the one that got the first 5 out of 5 for writers.
Can you blame me?
I'll give her a 4 because like she has great survivability. She has great support, and I mean her damage isn't the greatest, but she's not meant to be an attacker. She's meant to be a supporter. So I got nothing to complain there.
I'll give her a 3 because it doesn't really matter how much she can keep herself alive if she can't do the damage to kill the opponent.
And that's why you have other people out there who tell her help. Alright, so we're moving on to the final servant of the batch. It's another saint.
Damn it.
And unfortunately this is the wrong version of the saint, but hey, she's still pretty okay. So let's check her out.
愛を知らない悲しき竜ここにせーの星のようにタッ
So yeah, hey, there's Saint Martha.
So she's not even riding the behemoth tank, she just fucking punches it to oblivion and you get hit with it.
Wait until you see her ruler version.
What the fuck?
Dude, she may be a saint, but she'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
In the name of God.
So yeah, Martha, she's the 4-star rider. She has a total attack of 8,014 and a total HP of 13,068. Her deck is the Quick Arts Buster deck with 2 hits on Quick, 1 hit on Arts, 1 hit on Buster, and 3 hits on her extra attack. She has an extremely high Noble Phantasm gain rate and extremely high star weight. When it comes to skills, she has Protection of Faith A. Yeah, exact same as Giorgio's. It greatly increases her debuff resistance and restores HP. She has Miracle D, which removes all debuffs on the party, as well as greatly restore their HP, and it actually gets an upgrade where the effects are she just heals more HP. And then she also gets another skill upgrade, Oath of the Holy Maiden Sea, which removes all the buffs on the enemy that you use it on and decreases their defense for 3 turns. She has Magic Resistance A, Divinity C, and Writing A++. Her Noble Phantasm is the Buster Noble Phantasm, Tarask, Tragic Drake who knew not of love. Deals heavy damage to all enemies and greatly increases their defense, which later on then gets a class of rank up quest, which gains the ability of increasing her own Buster card effectiveness for 1 turn, with just upgraded effects on all the other skills. And her Bondcraft is Staff He Gave Me, which, when equipped to Martha, increases HP recovery amount to all allies by 3% while she's on the field. So yeah, Martha is also another full-on support, practically.
Kind of weird that a lot of writers are ending up as support. I guess
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. A lot of writers are either full-on offense or full-on support. But,
Okay, but it's also, this is a holy woman.
Yeah.
Who will beat your head in and can. You saw what she did with the Tarask. She's got some power. And yes, you support?
Yeah.
What is this shit?
Don't worry, they'll fix that later on. But yeah, Martha, like, honestly, Martha is probably one of the better supports of the game. Because she has a lot of good healing options. She has a decent protection with her Protection of Faith A. And the fact that she can remove both debuffs on your party and remove the buffs off of the enemy is pretty great, as well as decrease their defense. But a lot like Marie, probably even more so than Marie, you're not using her for damage. Even though her Tarask is a Buster MP, it's not doing as much damage even with the rank up and the Buster card effectiveness. The main reason you're using it is just for that defense decrease. That's really it.
Yeah, it's a setup.
Yeah. I mean, like, But like, unlike Marie, she actually does have a good amount of MP gain just because of her triple arts deck. So like, you could kind of spam it, kind of if you're lucky enough. But other
But
than
the
that,
hits on those art cards are low.
yeah. You have to rely on the Arts Brave Chain if you want to be able to get enough MP.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, you're not really using Martha for the damage or even the MP. You're just using her for the support skills. And since she has a triple arts deck, she can get arts cards pretty easily and help your other units get more, help your other servants get more MP gain if they need it.
Using her for a bit of an arts team
Yeah.
more than anything else.
Yeah. Oh, what's funny is like a lot of people use Martha during Solomon just because of how the pillars either get buffs or gave debuffs at the start of the fights. And she was really your only option for healing, but we've had a lot more options since then.
Oh yeah, just wait till more come out.
But other than that, yeah, no, Martha is pretty. Yeah, she's pretty okay. She's cool, but she will punch you in the face if you piss her off enough.
Yeah,
And
like,
she'll do it all in the name of God.
Yes.
like any support will do.
That poor Tarrasque, though.
It just can't catch a break.
It can't. Every time that dragon turtle appears on on screen, it's always being abused somehow.
Every time it's being mentioned,
It's being
something
abused.
something is happening.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, let's get on to rating Martha.
I'll give it a 4. Like, I like the design. Not totally, that's why it's not a 5. And kind of funny that, you know, she's a, well, I don't know if aggressive would be the right word.
Yeah, that's the right word.
Yeah.
I'll also give her a 4. I think she's a decent unit for support all the way. Like, I know there are better options, but I know not everyone has every option in the, under the sun. So hey, if you have Martha, go ahead, use her. She's pretty good.
I'll give her a 4 because she's a good support, but I don't ever use riders for supports. And also, damn Martha, you scary. I would not fuck with that.
Oh boy. Alright, and yeah, that's it. That's the batch for riders this time around. So who was your guys' favorite rider so far?
Yushi. I want her Avenger version already.
I actually want to say Ushi too. Ushi's just too good to use. And I think we all know Gonzag's choice, so no, you don't even have to ask him there.
Off with her head.
Off with their heads and their
No, off with her head.
Off with her head.
Off with
because
that,
everyone
you know,
because everyone's
Off with their heads with somebody else.
Also, you know, she actually didn't do a lot in history, but for some reason she's well known, I guess, because she was the last one, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So
Well,
yeah, that
also
was
let
the,
them eat cake.
So yeah, that was the last batch for riders. Next time, let's see. So yes, next time there is in fact a saber face for Gonzag.
Oh well, I'm out.
Oh, shit.
But we are going to be starting with a much better pirate next time, so hey, there's that. But until then, I'm going to go drink later.
Whoa.